This is going to be a tutorial on the unit circle, and we're going to start with a little geometry here, specifically a 30, 60, 90 triangle, which has these patterns, which is not new to you. You've seen that before. The key with the unit circle, though, is we let the hypotenuse equal 1. And once the hypotenuse is equal to 1, then the shorter leg is going to be 1/2, and the larger leg is going to be radical 3 over 2. So we have those values there. Now, we relate this to the unit circle with a 30-degree reference angle, so it looks something like this. Real quick, let's review the quadrantal angles. We got 1, 0 at 0 degrees. At 90 degrees, it's 0, 1. 180 degrees, negative 1, 0. 270 degrees, it's 0, negative 1. You might not be able to see that. And so now we put that point on the 30, 60, 90 triangle, which means we're going to go over root 3 over 2, and then we go up 1/2. So we have that ordered pair which lies on the circle. We can do this over in quadrant 2 again with a 30-degree reference angle, but now we're going to go to the left and up, so it's negative radical 3 over 2. In quadrant 3 we go to the left and down, so it's a negative negative, and in quadrant 4 that's going to be a positive negative, but they all still have the same value of radical 3 over 2 comma 1/2. All right. So if we relate this to angles now, with a 30-degree reference angle, that's basically a 150-degree angle. In quadrant 3, that angle is going to be 210, and in quadrant 4, we're talking about a 330-degree angle. All right, now let's go into another 30, 60, 90 triangle, but we're going to change the format a little bit. Still has the same ratios. Ratios don't change. The hypotenuse is still going to be 1. All right, so the shorter leg is 1/2, the larger leg is radical 3 over 2, but now we put this in the unit circle as a 60-degree reference angle, along with the quadrantal angles. And that point on the circle up there, now we're going over 1/2 and up radical 3 over 2. Radical 3 over 2 is a larger value than 1/2, so we have to travel a little bit more distance. Put that same 60-degree reference angle in quadrant 2, that's a negative positive. Put it in quadrant 3, where we have negative negative, and then in quadrant 4, positive negative. How does this relate to the actual angles? Well, in quadrant 2, we're talking about a 120-degree angle. In quadrant 3, we're talking about a 240-degree angle, and in quadrant 4, it's going to be a 300-degree angle. All right, back to geometry again, 45, 45, 90 triangle. Here are your ratios, again, nothing new, but we're going to let the hypotenuse equal 1. That's the key for the unit circle. It's called the unit circle because the hypotenuse is 1 unit. So the length of a side is going to be 1 over radical 2, which rationalizes to radical 2 over 2. And now we're going to put that into the circle. And so when we want to put that point on the circle, we're going to be traveling over radical 2 over 2 and traveling up radical 2 over 2. So there's the pattern there. Quadrant 2, negative positive. Quadrant 3, negative negative. Quadrant 4, same as before, positive negative. How does this relate to angles? Well, we're talking a 135-degree angle in quadrant 2. These all have 45-degree reference angles. In quadrant 3, it's a 225, and in quadrant 4, 315-degree angle. All right, so let's just see what we did right here. There's our 30, 60, 90, and that has the points radical 3 over 2, comma 1/2. Here's the 60-degree reference angle, which has the coordinates 1/2, comma radical 3 over 2. So we just flip the ordered pairs. And put in the 45-degree reference angle, and we're at root 2 over 2 all the way there. All right, so that's where these values come from, and that's what your unit circle is going to look like when you do it on your own. Put in some quadrantal angles. All right, final slide here. When we put everything together, there are all the angles, all the way around the circle from 0 to 360. We put in the 30-degree values, we put in the 60-degree values, and then finally we put in the 45-degree values. And that's the circle.